Bittersweet.
Now where the fuck am I? What's happening?
You're going to hell now.
Hell no.
Say hell to the no,
No.
Hell no. As long as they die before they eat them.
I don't know why, but I always prefer just
Wow,
to do
look at
that.
that parallax scrolling.
Alright, using some fucking big ass words is making me uncomfortable. See, I don't want to throw them because now they're just getting. This place looks awful!
This place is great.
This place looks awful.
It's innovative. And rusty.
Still looks awful.
I mean, yeah, you think with all this metal around, those lightning things would be affecting everything. You'd be fried like an onion.
When I say awful, I don't mean like bad awful. I mean like this doesn't look like it's gonna be a good time for me.
It means you're full of awe.
Well, that's
Yes.
what you mean then.
Like it doesn't
Exactly
look
that.
bad. I just don't like what I'm in store for.
I mean, it looks pleasant, yeah. I mean, at least it's better than the black they usually put around the outsides. where
Yeah, it's a little more,
A little less lazy.
conducive.
Let's get some aesthetic.
I think that's what it was like they left the black on some of them because they're like, yeah, we don't want to put a background on, just leave it black or whatever. It's like, okay. Okay.
Oh, my drowning Pikmin.
Oh, my drowning Pikmin!
All the lonely Pikmin that Josh sent out to die.
They always talk about
Please tell me at the end of this, it's gonna actually tell me how many Pikmin just died in total of this entire.
Yeah, the
fucking
Beatles come out and they say, "This is how many of your Pikmin died. All the lonely Pikmin."
look-see and see what
Even the ones that are dead, they come back as ghosts.
Yeah, I think I'll pass.
Take a look at your sprocket and tell you how many
Please face me. Okay. I was like, please turn. Please cut.
Oh.
Hit it! Hit it!
If we're
Oh!
the force, you don't sometimes don't
Living on the edge!
your words.
I wish that you would step back from that ledge, my friend.
I feel like
You
we're
could
calls when
I
he-
cut
know.
ties with all the lies that you've
Yeah, just
been
leave him
living
there.
in.
I'm just gonna leave him
Honestly,
there.
And
He'll figure it out.
if you do not want to see me, I would understand. I would understand.
Saving Private Blue Pikmin. Oh man, that's so nerve-wracking to look at.
If the Pikmin went to a grocery
Is it just me who got upset at the end of Saving Private Ryan? Because it was like, all right, we sent a division to get one guy back, and we killed like 12 people died.
Yeah.
It's like, was that worth it? Why don't you just like let him come back on his own? He wasn't like trapped anywhere. He was just behind enemy lines. Just make him fight his way back.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean,
if
it
they,
sucks for him, but what are you gonna send out another 12 guys and have 8 of them die? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
I'm assuming he had some kind of information.
I think he did have an arm.
That was like, I'm assuming there was like a reason that they were just like, hey, this one guy, like, we really like him. Can we just make sure he makes
My
it?
buddy Ryan.
Buddy Ryan, you know, Ryan.
the private.
This is gonna suck.
And also, I feel like back then people weren't named Ryan. You know, Ryan's a pretty like youthful name. You associate it with like more recent people. Because back in the day, it was all like, I'm Thomas. And they wouldn't say I'm Tom.
Okay, he's
They'd
gonna
be
hit the
like,
other
"I'm
one. It's
Thomas."
okay.
Oh,
He got him. He hit him.
Juked.
oh,
Yeah.
You got it.
Don't worry about it.
don't worry.
Oh my God!
He
Right
died
before
like
the
a
boulder.
pig.
Where do these things get the boulders, huh? They go to the boulder store and decide that they just
The Boulder store in Boulder, Colorado, and look for boulders. They got a boulder on their shoulder like Manfred Mann.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
Boulder,
I'll-
Colorado is a place in Boulder. A boulder is a thing that falls from mountains.
Yes.
Boulder on your shoulders, line from Manfred Mann's Blinded by the Light. And it also means, instead of like a chip on your shoulder, you have a boulder on your shoulder, which is like way worse.
Okay.
It's like a huge chip or something. Which doesn't make sense, because a chip would be a spot
Inside?
missing out of your
Yeah.
shoulder. And a boulder would just be a giant rock on your shoulder.
But I mean, if you had a chip on your shoulder, couldn't you have just eaten it and gotten over it?
Hop! I hope it's a tortilla chip.
I hope it's a Lay's.
I hope it's a
I hope it's one of them Doritos.
Oh,
Doritos.
All right, Dorito. Which one?
I like when going to go to the store and
Yeah, there's like 12 billion types of Doritos.
Yeah, I know.
There's more Dorito types than there are like grains of sand on the beach. There's actually an algorithm that just keeps pumping them out and it can't be stopped. It's like the mops from Fantasia.
Who makes the Lay's though? I mean, who makes the Doritos? Like,
Is it free?
Who makes them? Yeah.
no, but there's like somebody who has to make those.
Just one specific person?
Yeah.
I think Frito-Lay's got a pretty much monopoly on everything.
Yeah. It's like
Everything
Frito-Lay.
chip related.
Yeah, it's Frito-Lay, Utz, and then store brand.
My thoughts is
Well,
that
I think Cape Cod is a different one.
That's right too, Cape Cod.
But I mean, that's a much smaller brand. There's smaller ones.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
People love Cape Cod. I, swear,
I
like,
mean,
people
Utz is
swear
such a
by-
bad brand too.
yeah,
Like,
it's
how
pretty
is that
disgusting.
like the?
It just tastes like mush.
Well, it's way too salty. Whenever I get Utz chips, like, just tastes like salt.
Well, then I
I
was
was like, oh, okay, I don't really want to eat anymore.
I don't know why I
be
don't want it
careful.
now.
Yep.
You a salt guy, Josh?
Yeah, I love salt.
I like salt to a degree, but
I don't know how I
there's
don't
a
have
certain
high
thing
blood
is way
pressure.
too much salt.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not making me fucking cough. Dude, what is happening to this thing? It is freaking the fuck out.
It's going.
That's also, you know, like the mini hot dogs, like the little tiny ones. The things you put in like pigs in a blanket. They're like this
Yeah.
big. They're like an inch and a half long.
I'm trying to, I don't
They're
know.
like super
Is that
salty
water?
for some reason. They don't taste like regular hot dogs. They just taste like salt whenever I bite into them. So I don't ever eat those.
Salt's great and all.
I mean, salt is good on certain things, but like certain things, they just don't need that much salt. Like a hot dog should taste like a hot dog, not like a roll
Salt
of
dog?
salt.
Yeah, like that. That's where
Potatoes need a lot of salt. It's just no if and or buts about it. If you're eating
Well, they need a lot
potatoes,
of
they need to have salt.
flavoring. They don't need salt.
No, but they do need salt. Potatoes are like that's a requirement for them. Because you can put like non-salted butter in potatoes or like a bunch of other things, but it needs that salty taste to it.
I guess you're right.
I mean, I just like salt, so I'm already agreeing with you.
It's like the one thing that I think about that I'm like, no, if I ever like went salt free, I'd have to have potatoes still. Have to have me some mashed potatoes with salt.
Yeah, I just need me some mashed potatoes.
Smash potato.
I mean, my favorite thing ever whenever I try to tell people, like I tell people I'm super vanilla, right? I like buttered noodles. And everyone's like, I like buttered noodles too, but like with this on, I'm like, no, you clearly are not understanding what I'm saying. Butter, noodle, that's it. No fucking cheese.
Well, no, you don't need cheese, but
garlic.
you need a little salt and pepper.
Yeah, I'll put some salt on it, but like I will literally
No
just
pepper?
not usually, maybe
I
a
gotta put
little
a
bit,
little black pepper on it. too.
a little bit of pepper just for a little
But
bit.
beyond
of
that, butter noodles are butter. I get you. I
Yeah.
get you.
But like I don't know, just every time I ever talk about, like every time I say it, they're like,
But-
oh, plus this, and I'm like, no, plus nothing, buttered fucking noodles. I don't know
But
if
given
it's
the
a word.
choice, I mean, I don't really like red sauce too much. If it's a good red sauce, yeah, but like sometimes it's hit or miss. So
Is that a hole?
my favorite though is Alfredo sauce. I can get down with Alfredo all day, all day.
Alfredo's pretty good.
Not a fan of sauce in general.
Sauce in general,
Yeah,
any kind of sauce for anything.
All the sauce is sus.
What do you think ketchup is, Josh?
I mean, like anything that's got sauce in the name, like it's like a like a spaghetti sauce or anything like that. Like I like ketchup, 'cause it's just tomato sauce, but is that
Is
that gonna hurt?
It makes your Pikmin go, ah.
It's a spooter.
Yeah,
It makes their eardrums go.
it just jumps away.
You like Big Macs? Because Big Macs have special sauce.
Oh yeah, I do like the Big Mac sauce. I mean, like I don't know, like basically any like sauce for like
Or barbecue sauce. You don't like barbecue sauce?
not really no.
Oh, that's too bad. I like barbecue sauce.
He likes sweet and sour
I like sweet
sauce.
and sour sauce. It's like I don't know. I don't know what you would call like spaghetti sauce. Like I don't like any spaghetti sauce basically. I mean, I guess you would just call it spaghetti sauce, but I feel like there's like a specific term for all that kind of sauce.
Well, I feel like spaghetti sauce is like your most generic. It's just like tomatoes and
He doesn't
other
want any
stuff.
sustenance to his pasta.
I mean, like
Exactly.
bolognese is
talking
like
about?
spaghetti sauce with meat in it.
Okay, anyways. It's just... I made a joke.
Yeah,
I tried.
you tried.
No, it was a good joke,
Teen
though.
doesn't like spaghetti sauce either.
Sustenance, because you're adding
Oh,
sauce.
okay. I didn't hear that part. I didn't hear the ins
You
part.
just like it. as it is. It's,
What are you,
I'm
the
just,
crazy
I have such a
frog?
big brain.
It was
sometimes.
it was good. No, you're right. It was good. And I'm actually upset that I didn't hear. Like it was me. I just didn't hear everything I needed to hear. What the fuck? What do I want to throw up?
You can't swarm the ones because they're like iron or something.
No, I can, but
You can, it's just it takes a while.
Yeah.
You start taking damage. If you throw it right on top of him, it pops him.
Pops them like a zit.
It makes him go.
pop. Okay, now we just wait.
The language of slaves. Bam, 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 bam. It's like
That just
I
went
want to like
downhill real
edit.
quick.
I want an edit of the Mummy where Benny's caught underground and Imhotep keeps coming up to him or whatever. So he keeps pulling out the things and he's like, oh, and he's like, oh, and he's got like the different like medals or whatever. And like I wish that he put up the like Star of David and he was just like. Meep, 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 meep. And Imhotep was like, the language of slaves. Perhaps I do have use for you after all.
That would have taken a lot of seam out of it.
Yeah, people wouldn't take the movie very seriously after that.
They put an advertisement for Pikmin 2 at the very beginning of it.
Pikmin 2.
Please play our game.
Wait,
please,
did you say
please,
Pikmin
please.
2 and Burger King?
And Burger King. Eat our
2 and
burgers,
Burger
play
King.
our game.
This is not blatant advertising.
What's happening? Oh no.
This is gonna be a fun time. Oh boy, it's not hitting his head. Okay.
Nope, it's not, but he went down.
Going down, down in a nerdy
He's
arena.
going under. There it is, there it is!
He's killing it, he's killing it.
I feel
He's
so
killing it.
alive for the very first time. For the very first time.
Oh! Oh, I saved it. I think I saved it.
Yeah,
Sure.
everything's going swimmingly.
I think I can.
Everything is going according to plan.
Oh, this is not.
He just had to turn up the other way, didn't he? He just had to be a special snowflake.
I want to see a movie where instead of saying like everything's going according to plan, we're like, well, most things are falling into place. There are a few snags. It's like, cause like when aren't there like snags? It's like such like a trope thing to do. Everything is going according to plan. Like if they,
Nothing
you can't
ever
say
goes,
that in
yeah.
the movie anymore, and people not take you people take you seriously.
No one's gonna believe you. Because in life, things go wrong.
Yeah, it's life.
The believability
That's
gone
what they say.
immediately.
Flying high in April. Shot down
One of
in
my
May.
favorite things is when villains, like, something bad happens to them and they're like, oh god, I'm losing control of the situation. I don't know what to do. Those are some of the best villains.
Yeah, like seriously. Makes them relatable.
Yeah.
Makes them not like that guy that's stroking the cat with an eye patch. Like
There's an iPad.
Yeah, I thought so too.
he's got a cat on his iPad and he's like stroking it. It's like, this is the future, folks.
Actually, this application was made in 2009, but I still think it's funny.
I went on addictinggames.com and I found the
Oh
game
fuck
catching
yeah!
a cat.
Now you're talking my language. Addictinggames.com. Let's
The
go.
only one, bro.
I fucking love that.
You can talk Newgrounds and all them. You can talk about that all day, but addictinggames.com, that's where I grew up, boy.
I was Deep in Space and
Neopets.
I actually never got into Neopets. I know.
Minus 10 points.
I know.
I just like making them fight.
RuneScape.
Yes.
Okay.
My mom actually
Plus
got
15
into
points. So
My mom was
you're
into
back in the black.
Yeah, no, I got my mom into RuneScape actually.
You should buy it on Steam, Josh.
It's been tempting.
Well, you don't need to buy it on Steam. It's still up, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's also on Steam now.
Is it free on Steam?
It should be free. I
was
don't
gonna
know why
say,
you pay for that game. It's
be
got a
crazy.
subscription. It's got a subscription.
Well, why does it need to be on Steam?
I don't know. I legit don't know.
They probably reached the point where they were losing such a fan base that, like, they just wanted to play your base back.
They're like, hey, remember RuneScape? They just hit you with the member berries, basically.
Remember RuneScape?
Remember Chicken Dance?
Yeah. Remember Chicken Dance? If you had the chicken
Remember
suit on, you would
Annoying
actually
Orange?
fly. You laugh, but that's actual fact.
Remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Oh, I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I actually never got into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I like them.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles on the half shell. Turtle power.
I like TMNT. I also liked
Wallace and Gromit.
I was okay with that. I watched it when it came out.
I like Wallace and Gromit.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you're making weird sounds and I had to sit up and I thought you were like gonna vomit or something.
I had to burp.
Gotcha.
I had to do the polite thing and go sit up and
Away
go.
from the mic.
I was splitting some apple wood today, and it smelled like apples, actually.
Was
The
it?
wood itself. I found that strange.
How do they do
Because it
it?
had that sweet smell when it cracked open.
And that sweet cocaine.
Not quite like it was kind of like apples, but like kind of fermented or something.
Yeah, like it had been sitting in a jar for a while.
Yeah.
Apples to apples? The card game?
That's pretty cool. I prefer apples to apples to Cards Against Humanity.
I love Cards Against Humanity.
I mean, it's alright, but does it need to be edgy? Not
Yeah, it's kind of the whole point.
Well, it doesn't need to be edgy. And that's proven by apples to apples.
Well, yeah,
That's the
but-
much more G version.
Well, yeah, but most people will say apples is great, but everybody will be like, oh man, but that Cards Against Humanity.
I don't know, I feel like Cards Against Humanity is just
It's incredibly crass.
unnecessarily so, you know?
I mean, there are different ways to play it. To
Yeah,
be
it's
fair.
like let me see what this card says. And it's like Helen Keller in a cell. And you're like, okay.
I was
really
actually
weird.
just thinking of Helen Keller when I was thinking about Cards Against Humanity. It's like, 'cause it's like the easiest target in the world.
Yeah, they try to find the easy targets.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
to be fair, there's
the
also
low-hanging fruit.
there's like big black cock. Well, I mean, that's the thing is that it's a super offensive game, and like that's the whole thing. Like it's like a really offensive.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know,
it's offensive. for
kind of
being
mindless
offensive.
in that way.
Now, if they talked about something,
Because it really only appeals to like one sense of humor, which is like the most direct, like offensive sense of humor.
Hey, look.
I don't know, because I ended up finding myself getting bored of apples to apples pretty quick. So I'm like, okay, this is just kind of stupid after a while.
Well, there's more like stuff in it though. Like it's more like of the actual world around you instead of just like Helen Keller. What else? What else? Barack Obama dying. That'd be a card. That's funny. And then like I don't know, like people getting their heads
I don't
chopped
know.
off.
Matthew McConaughey's oiled up body is pretty specific.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Naked
It's like,
oiled up body. I'm just like,
it's like way too specific. Whereas apples to apples,
That's why I
it's
love
like
it.
you can sort of make like anything with it.
Dan
And fruit on the bottom.
fucking product placement out the ass.
Yeah.
I think if that's the
ton
right
of
way
it.
to do it though. Like I'm not upset about it. I've never really had a problem with product placement, to be honest. Like I know a lot of people do, but I'm just kind of like, okay, so it's something that I can recognize.
The companies need our help too.
The corporations need our help.
They're humans too.
According to the law, apparently. What a stupid law. Yeah, corporations should have the same rights as individuals, so...
Incorporated 10 out of 10.
Wait, why did that thing have an item in it?
He was hungry.
An item that was bigger than it. Makes no sense.
That's white, right?
Oh, yeah, okay, they're all green. I was all blue.
Yeah.
I was worried there for a second.
No, I made sure I only grabbed
I've
blue.
seen that song and dance.
I have seen this before.
I don't think we even need the blue. We got tons of blue.
No, that's why I'm skipping it. But I think this one over here is white.
Unless they're saying like it's gonna be all swamp down below.
God, I hope that I'm right. That's all white.
Yeah, it's all white.
And it's all white,
It's
and
that
it's
thing you
coming
used to
on.
look
We
at the
gotta
thing.
get right back to where we
Stupendous
started
lens?
When
from.
something's a little bit too small, you gotta just use that thing to look at it.
Microscope?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that guy in the Aristocats, the guy who puts on the glasses and his eyes get like really, really big. The guy who's like the lawyer for that one lady.
Oh yeah, the mad old guy.
Yeah. He like puts on his glasses and he's like, oh, let me see you, but let's dance instead. And she's like, oh, you're still the same person as you used to be. And he's like,
Starts vomiting up pure blood.
oh dear.
Oh, I guess you're not the same.
Not the same, not the same.
Guess you're not the same. Just walks away. Please call an ambulance or something.
My cat will eat you later.
As they eat all comers into this house.
Edgar, take care of him.
I hate it. Makes me sad how
badly Edgar got cooked.
I just love that movie.
Oh
No, fuck, not again.
Oh, I guess.
Edgar got the short end of the stick, honestly.
Yeah, no wonder he wanted to steal.
Yeah, because she was gonna leave all her money to her cats. Every like worldly possession. She's like, I'll leave it to my cats, and he's just like, I've been working for you for 50 years.
And it's not like he was trying to like kill the cats either. He was just like, I'm just gonna leave them over here, and someone will find them.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Why would you do that?
They're testing.
Yeah, I mean the Aristocats are kind of like anti-heroes, aren't they? One's a fat one. One's like a prissy little princess. None of them are really likable. You know?
Except for Thomas O'Malley.
I was gonna say
Thomas
Thomas O'Malley.
But why is he helping the villains?
Because he's
Why
horny.
is he helping the villains?
I mean,
it's true.
He's in love
And
with
I mean,
the cat.
that white cat was thick, dude.
All right, well, I'm uncomfortable.